matchup of
What's up, guys?
the day.
Welcome to the Hard Carry, where we're carrying CDL matches from Twitch straight to you. We're here checking out the intros to Faze and Thieves.
That we've got in the CDL. It's their fourth time facing off against each other this season, but now they meet in winners round 1. It is time to meet our teams, and we start things off with the LA Thieves. Let's meet them.
I just barely got home, so I missed most of the games today. Probably do the same thing tomorrow, but we're going to bring you most of the action, as much of the action as we possibly can. I always like watching these intros for the major
It's a big moment. LaRue is cooking. He comes out of the break. I think he did. You can see the arrow comes. Here it comes. Oh, by the second. Hugh runs into trouble. Oh my God. Kenny on the flank. Kenny on the flank. Kenny!
Looking to run it up, it is the LA Thieves!
Player to watch, I think, on the Thieves.
Octane, Draza, Kenny, and Envoy, the LA Thieves.
This is the reigning defending world champ squad. They're trying to get that first W of the year. And you know what? I'm going to give you guys a player to look out for in this series. It's going to be Draza. I think he's the most underrated player that we have in the game. He can take over series. Let's see if he can do it. Let's bring out the other squad.
Let's do it indeed, Nameless. Now, like we said, this is going to be a fun matchup. The LA Thieves, Atlanta Faze. It's going to be a blast. Let's go ahead and check in with the Search and Destroy Masters, the Atlanta Faze.
100 racks up in my safe. I've been dreaming of pulling up in that Wraith. Check the stats. I ain't got too much to say.
Got the same intros. These two do.
Surprised if my biggest hater made a fan page. You taking orders from your boss. You man-made. Grown at getting touched up by the handshake. Don't think you hear me right. Let me clear my throat. 100 racks up in my safe. I've been dreaming of pulling up in that Wraith. Check the stats. I ain't got too much to say.
Looking to go back-to-back, it is the Atlanta Faze!
The tiniest terrors.
Slasher, Abizi, Simp, and Celium, the Atlanta Faze.
The Atlanta Faze not only home to one of my favorite new songs, but home to some of the iciest and coldest players in the game. And I gave you a player to watch. I'll give you one of my own, Slasher, with 10 clutches on the season, 5 of those being 1v1s, 4 1v2s, and 1 1v3. He's going to be your player to watch in that game number 2. It's the Atlanta Faze. I want to see the Faze ups in the crowd if you're going for that red. Let's get this match started, Lando.
Let's do it, Allie. Indeed, as we said, the 4th matchup of this season. It is about to be a blast. Atlanta Faze, LA Thieves, Bryce and Ton. Take it away, guys.
Bryce
All right,
and
thank you very much, Lando. Yes, we are live. We are ready for this game. Some people have been anticipating this since the schedule was released.
Me and you both, actually, as well. On top of that, we were very excited to see us casting this one.
We got
in what should be an absolute
Mercado,
of course, the finals from our
Embassy,
previous
Search,
major.
and
We're excited
Hotel
to see how this one goes down.
Control to start.
It's pretty clear cut. The picture that we've been talking about, the desk have brushed over it quite a lot there as well. Hard points, you think, in Thieves, of course, but the Search and Destroy Masters that are Atlanta Faze. That Game 5 is a worrisome thing for the side of Thieves if we do indeed get there. The game plan's laid out. Everyone knows which way this one should go in certain game modes, but the control is the real stickler for me. Whichever way that one goes, I believe the team who wins that wins the series.
All right, bold call from the off. One thing I do know about this matchup, it's always fun, it's always entertaining. There's a lot of talent on the stage here in Texas. And speaking of Texas, I was actually told that everything is bigger in Texas, but the crowd noise has yet to surprise and amuse me. Like, Texas, are you awake in this venue? that's okay. We can do better. We can get going.
Do better. We'll get it going. We'll get it going.
I promise you, this is going to be a good game, and you'll be on the edge of your seat by the end of it. Atlanta Faze versus LA Thieves, one for the ages, and it's crazy we've got this in the first round.
Oh, it's insane that we get it. And it is also, of course, we say a good matchup and a rivalry in terms of how they do face off against each other in competition. But both these two teams, there was a lot of smack talk after last time they went up against each other because it was because of Mikado.
All right,
we're
here we
talking
go.
about staggers, we're talking about all kinds of things, but let's see who's going to play the best on the
Faze
day.
on pointer.
Atlanta Faze starting on the more favorable side. Kills coming in for Abizi to kick things off.
Yeah, you are correct. The bad blood here could make it a spicy series indeed. LA Thieves will be looking for the top point to begin with. It's all about the rotations. The spawn's already flipping for them.
Yep, happy to flip them. By the looks of things, Sim spawning out will immediately give that information over towards the side of Atlanta Faze. Envoy will find two though. A little bit of scrap time on
Envoy with
Offer.
three
There's
big
number
ones.
Three. Nicely done. Sellium will clean it up. Here comes the pressure. 23 seconds to go.
But Sellium already on a
So we head over
fiver,
towards
only one away
P2.
from a
Atlanta
cruise.
Faze looking to posture over towards it.
As the is one of the most prevalent Slayers
Got
in
a
the
cruise
CBL.
already.
He is gunning. That's 6 already. A cruise off the rip. We're not even in P2 yet. Sellium is trying to find this last one as well. Should be able to clean it up. 7-0 start. Almost an 8-0, but eventually shut down by Kenny. Spawns are going to be the issue.
That's a big kill coming in from Draza. Looking like a couple of the members of Atlanta Faze had made a rotation over towards P2. Was working out for them. Draza was alone, still is alone. Envoy will find one through the middle. Draza, Envoy working it together.
Thieves, huge break on
three
P2.
pieces for Envoy to break up in P2. Rotation locked in, phased out, a lot of work to do.
And the Faze thought they might have had that in the bag. Not to be so. Time ticking up for LA Thieves. The pinch coming in from Atlanta
They're
Faze.
spawning
They
out,
have
though.
Bodies in every single direction, but that's all they've got. Bodies hitting the deck, as they have not found a kill on the attack here yet.
Sellium's the only one who can answer back to that critic. Hedges control will matter. No, that is pretty much a full 60 for the side of the LA Thieves. Scoreboard check, have a look. Envoy is the one who's causing issue. He really has been clinical for this side, especially when it comes down to rotations. We
Faze
see him
has the
so
next
early on
rotation
those.
to P3
He's
though.
there to help Draza out, which locks
See him
down
on
that
the
P2
top of the
time.
map there, on
10
your
seconds
mini-map.
remaining. Every single one of those seconds over towards Thieves. Set up now for Faze. It was there for P2. Can it be better for P3? Oh, that's big already.
Trying to hold down.
Oh, but two big kills already. 3.
Thieves is almost perfect. Sim finds 2 back though.
Sim, oh, 3 with 3 of his own.
Standing up to Thieves. And they're waiting for reinforcements. Sim has managed to do everything they can.
Oh, but
here.
Octane,
Fire
huge.
Back with his own. The trades come in. Atlanta Faze eventually wrecked control back. And it is a godsend from Sim.
And they absolutely needed that. That would have been back-to-back perfect breaks coming in
Oh,
from Thieves.
wow.
We speak
Another
about
huge
perfect
break
breaks.
from
It comes
Thieves.
the second time of asking now.
Wow.
Can they manage to lock down this final 30 seconds? The breaks have
Okay.
been so impressive for Thieves. It's something we talk about in their
Thieves
hard
just be
point game.
breaking,
It's so
bruh.
crucial for them to find them, and when they do,
Faze
they
can't
win
hold
games.
shizzle.
That's 2-3 hills so far. Looking good for the side of Thieves in terms of the breaks. It's a
All right,
solid
you
lead
see
heading
him
over
moving to
towards
the bottom
Barbershop.
right. That's the
Slay
next
isn't even that far out. It's just
back
nothing going
RV
away
area.
for Thieves. Sorry, going
Or
away for Atlanta
barbershop.
Faze when they want it. And now you can see the Thieves moving again. Almost going to be perfect teamwork, but they end up getting the team kill as well. This time, Atlanta Faze have it locked in. Can they hold off the push they know is coming?
Third time the charm, that has to be the question here for Faze. Break not going to come through Envoy, who has really been the catalyst for this side so far. So it's slow and steady, maybe wins the race here for the side of Thieves now, who are going to be pushing through the front street. Slasher ready to lock this down, they're rocking a hard place. If you're Thieves, Kenny with the first one to fall. Good play coming in from Faze so far. This is some decent chunk of time. Abizi cleaning up the front as well. And they're getting themselves on the board here, Bryce. That
Ooh.
was crucial that they got at least 30 seconds here. There's 30 seconds more to play for.
Yeah, they've been slaying back and forth between them, but still holding. There's going to be a lot of pressure coming through. Sellium's that one slipped down the gap. Thieves is going to be in. He finds the first kill, but he's outnumbered. Fortunately, his teammate gets him there at the same time. Slasher running for his life, but Thieves still doing a really good
50-point
job
leader, so
of
probably gonna be
racking
60.
up the time.
Rotational gunfights now starting to
After
go
this
down. Kenny and Envoy
hard
already
point
here.
going
Simp
to the
on his
next.
own. Simp already dead. Sellium goes to
Draza
the challenge.
already
Really
on
has been
rotation,
rotations. That has been 50-50. But if you look at the scoreline, it tells you what Thieves have been doing well. When they get round, they okay, well, they find the holes, but only momentarily. Easy to find another. Now looking like this rotation goes towards Faze. Seems like they're starting to heat up into this game just a little bit, but the holds need to be better.
They've got at the moment a BZ on 3. LA Thieves going for this big stack. They're waiting, they're biding their time, trying to get through, but they're not
Nice
finding the kills where they
plays
need them.
from
This has
Abizi.
put them stacked now.
Now
They're
he's
back
getting
into the
going.
respawn. And
Oh,
Abizi
he's getting
is starting
going.
to take over.
Uh-oh.
6 for him now. Cruz in the back pocket as well. And this is
There's
exactly
like
what they
2
needed.
people at
Regain
least with
momentum,
cruises on
start
Faze. I know
taking
Celium
the
has
feed.
one
And that's
too.
the thing with Mercado. You can have one good rotation, one good 60 hold. You're back into the game. You're not going to get the 60 by the looks of things, though. 20 seconds of scrap time. Influential for both two teams. Easy for the Chal, and that was what? I want to say 5, 7, 8 seconds or so going over towards Thieves uncontested. Rotation, though, not uncontested. You can see 2 members of Faze setting up towards the alley side. Abizi on the 7 spree, looking to break it from the other end, but Envoy will deal with the other 2 on the other side of the map. Now for Faze, it's a perfect break that you have to now find. Thieves set up in a good place.
At this point, I wonder if Atlanta Faze might call in a cruise. They've got to get the tax in position, but it will move LA
Cruise
Thieves
isn't
out
really
of
gonna
position
help
if
you
they
on
do
the
it.
Grandma's hill.
Back in towards back alley. He's already going to fall. Envoy finds the first. The rest of Atlanta Faze are finding nothing. Draza gets one more. Sim finds a kill, but Slasher is miles away. Almost finds the second. But again, it's a hold for Thieves.
And it's all about the pinch here for Faze. They haven't been able to set it up. Well, the setup has been there, but the kills haven't come in either end.
Thieves looking
Kills
really
fall
good in
through
this
for the
hardpoint.
side of Thieves. It's another really good hold. After the first couple of hills, it's been pretty clinical for both two teams, but is this hold going to continue for Thieves? Not quite. 20 seconds left to go on this hill, and Faze will pick up the time. And it was much needed. Thieves have been starting to run away with this, but now Draza locking down the car park as we head over towards P7.
Draza with
Thieves are the first
snakes.
one here, and this is an opportunity to get some good time again.
Okay, Celium's calling
Patience
cruise.
is now a virtue. Here comes the first. Can the team get the tax and grenade in place early enough? And they will. Celium finds one. Abizi
Got
finds
Draza.
the second. And they're now swinging into it. Sim finds a third. Octane now alone. A sea of tiny
Lovely
terrors
break.
swarms upon his corpse. And they have broken into this, considering how LA Thieves have looked all the way through this hard point. This score is very close.
And that comes down to Celium's crews coming in, obviously, but look at where Abizi was. Blue side pushes through, finds one. All of a sudden, Thieves have been pinched, and all of a sudden, it's went over towards the side of Faze. It's a wonderful break from them. And this is 30 seconds of time, which will somehow, some way find Faze in the lead. Based on what we've seen in this game so far, though, it's felt like Thieves all the way through. Faze have
He's
kept
had a
themselves in
50-point
touch.
lead.
Faze about to take the lead.
Well, they're looking for this. They're continuing
Not
to
no
hold
mo.
it as they are on the cusp of taking this game into the lead. Let's find out what they sound like in the comms with Atlanta Faze. Listen in.
He's still back long on
Where?
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He's still long 10. They're gonna be behind me 10. Yeah, I saw one behind. It's me. I have deep. Deep dead.
All your men, yes.
I have deep
I
dead.
got one dark.
I'm trying to
Yeah. Oh,
get
fuck.
time.
One minus on here.
I think time.
Watch it. On team, get down.
Could be top. I'm
Keep
trying.
getting it. Okay, just go. I'm going to
Deep, guys.
I think they're all playing yellow side.
I barber cross.
I don't see anything dark.
They're gonna be deep here. I don't see anything barber.
Yeah,
Deep
look,
side.
Chris.
Middle for me too.
I don't have it.
No wall, challenge.
Trying to sell.
Tunnel, no wall. I swear, it's yellow.
Tunnel. Hedge on me. One shot hedge. And one more tunnel. Push through.
Tunnel.
Yellow man, one shot. Yellow man, I think.
On team tunnel.
I spawned out barber.
Tunnel. He's left side hill. Oh, I'm trying to help you barber side. I'm with yellow.
How short, guys?
I'll take barber side off.
Fuck, alright, you guys play bar round. I ain't short.
Nothing white. I'll see them in. I'm lucky challenge. Hold on.
Heard you. No one short.
Literally 3 on time. They're going barber side though. 2 barber side.
Short. I'm about to go short that bar round.
I'm trying to lose one of them.
And one barber.
Well, it's been back and forth. Atlanta Faze had the lead, but lost it on P1 and lost the P2 spawns, even with the streak that Celium went on.
And that is 2 cruise missiles now in the back pocket for the side of Atlanta Faze. Can they use this to break potentially? Slasher now on top, Slasher dead. And this is going to be a hold by the looks of things from the side of Thieves. Got to slow down the push through alleyway. They're about to break 200. This is
They
a
look
good
good
opportunity
there,
to put
but
themselves within
Thieves
spitting
finally starting to
distance
get
of
a little
number 1
control
win.
now.
This might even be the last push from Faze. They have to go, and they have to go now. They can't really
There they
afford it.
go.
Go for it. Celium gets a team kill, though. Kenny jumps on the top. He's weak. He's going to be there. Can Celium find the next one? Kenny's Celium
Wow.
wins it. The scrap time is good. This is what they need, but the rotation kills are better. Simp is here.
Celium went
He gets the
huge.
kill.
Oh!
2 for Simp. They have the rotation.
Rotation locked in from Simp with 2 minutes plus in the hill. It's all been about the SMGs for Faze. When they're finding points they can get in the hill, they're locking it down. Thieves are forced away. Both teams breaking 200 points. We're over towards P3. A huge moment in this game. Thieves starting to posture. Here they go.
They've got bodies, they've got kills, they're now swarming in. Celium desperately fighting for his life. Looking as you can see all the LAC players flood through and he's alone. They're putting the pressure on him. Envoy is not going to find him.
Oh.
But Celium's staying alive desperately here. He needs to keep them occupied. The rest of them on the way. The cruise missiles are now committed. Atlanta Faze back into this hill, and they're doing it with numbers and gunning.
Celium still alive inside the point as well, allowing the rest of the team to come through.
Uh-oh.
As Thieves focus. Both two teams picking up about
There's still
similar
two
times
Thieves
so
members
far,
there.
and this one, the final few gunfights. Kenny will win one. Does he know he's behind him?
Oh,
My goodness,
Kenny.
And that's going to be a huge 15 or so points to the side of Thieves. They're going to be within touching distance. They have the rotation phase.
Sorry about
one
that.
more opportunity to find a break, and then you need to be
Insulation in my
perfect. In
nose.
fact, the cruise missile might help them.
Here we go. Tanks and nades will be committed back at it. You can already see it going.
Here
He's put
comes
it in the
another
boots,
Celium
He
cruise.
doesn't find it, but
But
he
Abizi got
breaks in with
two.
regardless. LA Thieves have been robust from the barber shop. The haircuts are not coming today. Draza fighting for his life. He knows he has to hold this door open. The rest of them are pouring through. Simp and Kenny trade out at the end. Envoy now flies into the point. Guns are firing on all cylinders.
Uh-oh,
All of these
Envoy
players
just in
for the
point, though.
moment, Thieves have found some ingress, and it will
Wait,
save
no!
him. And now
Wow,
Thieves are too far
Celium.
away.
They can win now.
Big gunfights going on in the
15
middle. Draza
seconds.
will find one. 37 seconds on the clock there for Faze. They've
10
broken
seconds.
40. It's in the ascendant. Simp for them now. Thieves
They gotta
have
break
go.
it now.
Envoy going through, but he's down. Simp with two.
Oh, he ran out of bullets.
Gotta go.
But in seconds.
That's it.
Faze
Faze.
take the hard points. Thieves had it most of the time, but it's not about how you start. It is about how you end.
Wow,
And that is
Faze.
a dagger to
What an
Thieves from the
incredible
outset.
hard point to start my night of
And you gotta feel like
watching
the
one match.
rotations from Thieves, majority of the way through, were looking good. But they just couldn't lock the time down. Simp and Abizi going off where needed. Simp dropping 2 minutes and 22 seconds inside of the hill.
27 and 15 for Celium.
It's a tough one to take for Thieves, and that one, Draza
25
never
and
really
21
got
for
going.
Abizi.
Neither did Slasher on the side of Faze, but ultimately it comes down to Simp and Abizi finding these breaks with the SMGs towards the latter stages
Almost
of
a
the game.
2.0
Thieves
for
had a hot
Celium.
start, but didn't really count for much in the score department. The answer will be no.
Yeah, kind of a crazy game all round. Realistically, it felt like it should have been way better for Thieves into the score earlier on. But we'll go over some more things that happened on that map. Before we go forward with analysing it, let's have a little rewind back to our scuff play of the game. These are the final kills that came through. Abizi with 2 in the end. And you can see the panic on Draza's face here. He knew he had to hold it. His team was spawning out.
And the thing is, on this one, if you push the right direction of your Faze, if you lock down Cantina and also lock down the alley, if you're Thieves, you spawn in the middle of bloody nowhere. You can see immediately, look, Draza up there, all the way back towards the courtyard, over towards the spawn side. Celium finds those 20 seconds is all you need here for Faze. And look at Simp immediately.
Simp goes
Through the middle of the
huge,
map,
or
putting
someone
the
goes
pressure on.
huge in the
These
back.
here, you can't just
I
run
thought
through
it was
this, you gotta
Simp.
run through the guns.
I think it's right after this one.
Players like Simp. And
Right
at this
here.
Stage, it's Thieves. Sprint
Yeah,
forward, just
he
hope for
was
the best.
one bullet
Simp
short of getting
would
that
have been
guy.
absurd three-piece to end the game, but it pretty much did. Celium locking the time down. Just good hardpoint play at the end from the side of Atlanta Faze. And map number 1 will be a massive, massive dagger to Thieves, who just couldn't convert some of their good work, to be honest with you. It was a strange one. It felt like rotations were working in their favor. It felt like a lot of the breaks were going in their favor. But considering you look at the kills
great game.
and you look at how much they got outslayed, an 11-point game is still going to sting.
Look, when you got Celium dropping a 1.8, we haven't even really touched on this as well. 3 cruise missiles from Atlanta Faze. Even when they were losing in the rotations, their players were finding streaks left, right, and center. And they used those in critical moments. They waited. They played around the artillery they had found the entire time. And for LA Thieves, considering the disparity in the slaying, they're going to be upset they ended up losing it.
Yeah, that will be a stinger, to be honest with you, especially with how this map's going to lay out the series this time around. We've got Embassy Search and Destroy now coming up. Faze and Thieves actually are both undefeated on this map. But the 2-0
They're both
Thieves
undefeated?
doesn't really count for much when you're going up against Faze. It's going to be a very difficult one, but that was a map I expected to go towards the side of Thieves. They don't manage to close that one out, and all of a sudden you're staring down the barrel. Even if you can find one more of the hard points here, you at least see a map number 5 here against Faze.
Yeah, and that's kind of the crazy thing. Like, we spoke earlier about this, right? We said LA Thieves, we favor them in the hard points. Obviously, you can't look past Faze in the S&D. You just can't. Their statistics are ridiculous. They're setting streaks, they're setting records. And even when we spoke to Thieves earlier, we spoke to a little bit of their camp, we kind of called them through and they said, hey, like, what do you do against them in this kind of match? Like, how do you deal with it? They go, well, we'll just challenge.
Yeah, well, you have to. You have to. At some stage, you say to yourself, okay, well, look, these guys have got perfect records. And as you mentioned, we were talking to Shane about it. They're sitting at 7-0, but when was the last time they played? Is that still there? Have they worked on it? Because they're so good, nobody's challenging it. Is the competition level for Embassy Search and Destroy still going to be there for the side of Atlanta Faze? The numbers do indeed speak for themselves. A 12-game win streak on Search and Destroy is, I believe, a CDL record. They are pretty much the best S&D team that has existed in the CDL era. And now, if you're Thieves, you're heading into a map 2 that Faze have not lost. You are 1-0 down in this series. Losers bracket is starting to creep up on you just a little bit already. Hey, they did pretty well down there last time. I don't know, you may well be heading there though if you can't show up yet for the rest of the series. Search and Destroy coming up. But as said, it's Embassy. Atlanta Faze have been lights out on this map from the word go. Haven't seen it in quite some time though, Bryce.
And that made it difficult. When we were breaking this one down, we said that's why it was so incredible when Thieves got that first hard point. Because everything is telling you S&D is phases, S&D is phases. The Thieves, though, they'll be looking to break this blessing. They'll be looking to get rid of the mythical streak
Get
that
those
Atlanta
cheeks
Faze
out the way.
are on. Let's see what they can do.
Well, that was 4 hard points in a row up until that map where Thieves went up against the side of Atlanta Faze.
This is a double
They
nade,
lose that
nice.
one, and while Faze is searching to destroy wants to come to an end here. That would be good for the side of Thieves, but busy with the first blood. Grenades up towards P3, shutting down that power play. Keep an eye on Envoy, though. He's the one who could potentially do something here. He doesn't see him, but he's not going to see him, so he's going to get traded immediately. He didn't check his left.
Oh, BZ. Went
You
huge.
don't check your corners. Captain Price, he says exactly what you need to do. Kenny now left in a 1 versus 3.
Flash, leave him. Leave him. Let a BZ get over there and find the last kill, but I think they are going to square up here. It's a fight. Slash has a better position. Take all the time in the world. And Atlanta Faze
Slasher just duped on him.
With first blood himself for BZ.
And Envoy, he makes the call there to make that push, which is always a good one. But no information as to whether a player is pushed over or pushed out from up top PD. Doesn't check it. That's a 50-50. I mean, in that sort of situation, you pre-aim and thinking, okay, somebody could be coming across this cross at any stage here. So that's why he doesn't check his left, gets punished for it.
Well, I want to say realistically, everything BZ did there worked out beautifully. Not only was he patient when the door was opened, he took that one into his mind. He said, hey, I know a player's going to be in there. As soon as his teammate got traded, he turned, killed Envoy, turned straight back to challenge Raza. He knew that player was going to be there. The patience pays off. 3 in the first round. Atlanta Faze up. But already an aggressive defense here coming in from Atlanta.
Tiny Terrors lingering around the toilets at this moment in time. But BZ with the stun check will just continue to survive. But the problem is here for Kenny, yeah, you spot one. You know Simps there as well. What you do now is this bomb's gone down towards the B side. If you're Thieves, you just have to hold tight.
Kenny doing a great job of holding him off here. Octane
They're about to fight him.
with the sniper banging as well. He's got Kenny blocking for him, but he has to stay alive for it as well. Kenny still trying to find them.
Oh no, Kenny.
Get the second one. First blood again for a BZ. And LA Thieves are scrambling. The only thing on their side is the clock. 20 seconds left to go. One player down. But that is a clearance. That is a retake. And a BZ's now on 5.
Just every time you watch it, you're like, oh, I wonder if a BZ will have a bad search and
Faze
destroy
looking
again.
really
I
good
must
in
be
this
stupid
search.
for even considering it. It's ridiculous every single time. The stats that this man can put up. 2 first bloods to his name already. The first blood, the S&D king of the CDL, is 5-0 to kick off the game here against the LA Thieves, who look like they're reeling right now. Octane towards the back there with the sniper. That's the kind of situation, if you can find one, yeah, okay, that's fine. But you're going to get pushed immediately. As soon as there's 3 of them in PD, Faze like, right, well, Octane's towards the back. Fly at him. Just fly at him.
A lot of pressure coming through. Kenny tried to hold him off as long as he could, but this round has started. He's looking to take control, but it's first blood for Atlanta Faze again. You can see Thieves trying to get back in position for it. Trade's going down, back and center. And more kills, and it's now only going to be Kenny left alive in a 1 versus 3. Is there a hope? Is there a redemption? Is
I don't
there
think
a
Kenny's
miracle
getting a
on this
1v3.
map? And
Oh,
he finds
maybe.
the first.
Well, there's
30
one side
seconds.
cleared. But good look at this gunfight.
Oh!
Okay, there's one. 1v1.
He doesn't know where
Did he
Slasher
not
is,
shoot
I don't
him?
think.
Did he shoot him? Did he shoot? He might know. He might know.
Kenny for the read.
Oh! Kenny almost
No, Cinderella
1v3'd.
will not go to the ball. There is no glass slipper here on this S&D. Atlanta Faze, hold it down, prevent the clutch. Something that Thieves really wanted.
It's maybe a bullet more for the side of Kenny to find that round. And that is the first even creak we've seen from Atlanta Faze in this one so far. Potential 1v3 was on the cards. They'll switch their minds back on now. They will still be happy to be up 3-0. What's going on their defensive side? A lot of grenades typically do head over towards that crossing. They're coming from the mid-cut here. The start sent over. Is anybody here from the side of Thieves to answer back to this? As Abizi starts to get aggressive, as has Draza. He'll call him going up the ladder. Celia will deal with him. Here comes Abizi. It's now a 2v4 for Thieves.
Kenny finally gets one back. Little bit of lifeblood. Simp hunting as well. And this is patient. This is calm. Thieves want another pick before they do anything. Atlanta Faze are setting up.
And they'll be hearing this, though, if you're the side of Thieves, or will you?
Has there been
Yeah,
a
you will.
guy
Kenny goes
yelling
up the
all
shell. Kenny
day?
will just be eviscerated immediately.
That would piss me off
And now Octane
if I was sitting next to that
left
guy.
in a 1 versus 3. It is just quite simply masterful
I'd be
so
like,
far.
shut the fuck up,
On the
bro.
side of Atlanta Faze, literally nothing that Thieves can do against this 4-0.
Faze
This is arguably a bit
slapping.
boring. Faze just looking so good right now.
And we said before, we know why this came in. We know the chow was going to be made. Hope that they haven't improved. Hope they haven't got better, but they're still every bit as good on this map. They are a force to be reckoned with. But realistically, how do you veto against a team that just refuses to lose S&D?
It almost feels though like Thieves are playing a little bit scared. Well, rightfully so, but they're not challing anything at those 50-50 points. So you think of that mid-cut that you get up towards the toilet side. As soon as Faze are pushing that, they're kind of just giving it up at all stages. Thieves are not putting themselves in a position to do something about what Faze are doing. Now Thieves are set up towards the B side. It's an easy push once again. Yeah, okay, they've got eyes this time. Draza gets aggressive, finds the kill. First blood for Thieves.
Exactly what they needed. For Atlanta Faze, the map control is not there. All Thieves have to do is play this carefully, get the trade right, and you get back into it. And Draza goes flying out and Slash almost gets a second. Guns everywhere. Celia will take him down. Back to a 2 versus 3. LA Thieves still hold the advantage.
Difficult spot. Simp and Celia.
Well, I guess they're
Here,
laughing,
boy, here, you just
so...
hold this cross, nothing too crazy. Celium out the top window, you'll see one. Oh, did he see him? I'm not too sure. Simp will find the kill to Envoy 2v2.
And now, it's all evened up. The only thing for Thieves is time. Can they find it? And oh my goodness, Sim finds another. Octane, left alone for the clutch. What can he do? Where can he go?
Oh, the calls come through from Simp. He's already seen him. He's flying at him.
Simp went for the flankaroonie on him.
Oh my goodness. Thieves, full advantage that time. But it doesn't matter. Simp says, all right, I'll take care of this one, lads. You can relax. 5-0 now to Faze. The Tiny Terrors really living up to their name. S&D has become a no-go game mode for every other team in the CDL.
Well, the question was, is somebody going to chow them on Embassy, as Nameless was asking for? Well, here's the chow, and well, I don't think we see it for quite some time. Simp now on a 5-3. The grenade's going over towards the cross. BZ will be blooded this time, though. It's Draza with another one for the side of Thieves. It will take the full sail against Atlanta Faze on Embassy Search and Destroy to tie this series up.
Still moving, cruise control in hand, actually going, oh! Simp, that's not fair! Octane was ready, but he wasn't ready! And now Draza left alive. There are streaks on the map. He does not have the bomb, he does not have the time, he does not have the teammates. And down he goes. The streak continues.
Woo.
And shout out from Embassy, and you shall feel the wrath. We've just seen a match become an auto veto for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, Faze looks hot on Embassy.
You don't
I don't know why they chowed him on Embassy. That was stupid.
You don't
Way
do
to
it.
go,
We'll never
Thieves.
see it again. We'll never ever see it again.
Every single analyst in the CDL went, no, that down. That one's not coming through against them anymore.
Can you veto S&D full stop? I don't think you can. Atlanta Faze just looking like mythical beasts on the map when it comes to this game mode. The stat line tells the story. It's a donut for Octane, which you'll hate to see, but honestly, when it comes down to it, when you're going up against Faze, it's plausible that that might happen to some of the best players in the world. 2 more for Abizi on the first blood counter, which is just running off the scale. We're running out of numbers and objectives to describe his search and destroy prowess. That is now a very dangerous scoreline for the side of Thieves. Not one without something they can possibly get back into this one. But the problem for them is, if they want to win this game, they will have to end the S&D streak.
Yeah, they really will. And let's face it, realistically, Thieves only got 9 kills in 6 rounds. Not fun. Not fun for anybody, but hey, what happens for the rest of this one? Do Thieves make this comeback? We'll have to find out at map number 3. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Oh shit. I left the music on. Whoop. Well, I don't think much is gonna happen on this one anyway, so. Oopsie. Did not mean to do that. It's kind of too late now. It's only a minute left, but I was working on the thumbnail for this. Because I'm about to call it a night. That's for sure. As I can give you a quick recap of the day's games. Toronto NYSL, Toronto 1-3-1. Scrappy playing really well. Seattle LAG, Seattle clutched a game 5 to take the win there. Boston absolutely rickrolled Optic 3-0. And now Atlanta Faze is very well onto their own 3-0. So this one might be very, very fast, very, just as fast as the last one. as we're about to get into this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. We are live here at the Esports Stadium Arlington. And it's been a great major so far. Maybe not for Thieves in that last map, but other than that, fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think we want to see that one again. If you're on the side of Thieves, I mean, we as we mentioned, we did have a chat with Shane's backstage over the process of where you went with on the videos, and we sort of say, okay, yeah, maybe they haven't played in a little while. Okay, see if we can do something. But our typical Embassy Search and Destroy has not been that great, and well, we got a perfect example of that there. Faze now 2 to the good, but still, reverse sweep could be on the cards.
It could be, and it'll probably come down to the big guns on both sides. Slasher and Octane will be facing off this time, and I know Octane dropped a donut in the S&D, but typically when we see him do that, he comes back roaring into the next map.
And Control is a map that we can definitely see go towards the side of Thieves. Both these two teams well versed in this mode, as you would expect, and they've already played each other on Hotel twice this season. We're sitting at 1 apiece after those 2 games though. But LAT overall 11-5 record, Atlanta 9-6. Thieves will still fancy this. Control coming up, map number 4 is a winnable one for them as well. It's still a question mark over that map number 5, but will we see it? If BZ can keep this up, it is a worrisome trend for the side of the LA Thieves. 1.19 and the half point is not bad, but Search and Destroy is where his bread is indeed buttered in. Well, I mean, it was just so tough for Thieves to try and deal with him, but Control is a different game mode, we're into a different map. How is this one going to go? Have Thieves got the reverse sweep in them, or do Faze just throw them to the wolves yet?
Here we go. Redemption, glory, all on the line. First few kills, though, will go the way of Faze. The Control's a long old map, and it will not be decided in that opening break.
That's a 3-man stack for Faze over towards the B side. Oh, now Nelly reads it. Does read it, Abizi don't. Now with a headshot multiplier, you'll take that one. Now Thieves will probably default back themselves over towards A. Slasher, ready and wait.
They've actually got a few here. Can they stop that clock? Get on the A. Thieves will do exactly that. Finds a kill as well.
Hello. It wasn't working at first.
Coming down. Thieves are probably going to push towards B now. Give up A. This is huge for them.
Yeah, a little bit of threat over towards the B side. They know where Faze are going to be spawning. They've got veteran control there as well. This is potential for
could
Thieves.
be the final control match
kill coming out of this
of
one. The first tick is now going through.
Thieves.
It's a stack for Thieves.
Thieves is putting up a fight, but Faze is not letting them capitalize on anything.
Oh man, Faze actually just slapped them in Search. Even if they make it to map 5, Faze is killing them.
Yeah, Faze wins.
From Thieves, though, if you had
Yeah, Faze is taking the series. It's pretty obvious.
This snap your hand off. That's not a bad push whatsoever from the
Yeah,
side
I missed
of Thieves.
the last
match.
match.
In the middle, kind of
The whole time it took me to make that thumbnail, they played an entire map. And I missed it all.
Faze having a look at this one, though.
It was so fast. Faze just killed them.
From multiple different angles, simple than another 2. There may well be 4 ticks over towards the side of Thieves, but time is going to slow down here. 35 seconds for Thieves to try and find a tick.
Celium deep in bedroom up, and he just got killed.
Celium running up the numbers.
Celium was looking real nasty on that hardpoint map, that first map. I peeled my eyes open. Yeah, something ridiculous. I peeled my eyes open and was like watching from my bed. I was like, holy crap, I need to get up.
I didn't get up yesterday.
And that's a massive overstep from the side of Faze.
Oh, dude, I feel it, man.
Kitchen, they know they're going to spawn B
Sometimes
side.
that's how it
they
is.
don't win their gunfights. It's an overzealous push from the side of Atlanta Faze. I'll get my words out eventually, but now they have A to lock down. It is doable. We've seen it done from either two of these
Tomorrow
teams
we might be
before.
done a little earlier.
Kitchen control now the side of Faze, lives in their favor as well.
Yeah, maybe a little bit too much
We've
confidence
had a
for
long
Faze.
week.
But can they hold?
So I'm hoping we just take it kind of easier tomorrow.
Every corner, looking for it as well, but Sim wins the gunfight.
What's going on? Sorry, I had a guest come in my room.
Oh, I just said
I'm
hoping tomorrow will be done a little earlier.
And he makes it.
Because we've had a long week already.
Draza already found Celium. Slash is just staying
we'll
alive.
see.
The tick's already going to go in. He has to jump. He has to jump out. He gets it. Trying to fire in every single direction.
Wait, Abizi's there.
Like a hero made out of gold, and stops Thieves.
11v7 in terms of the lives.
Like a
Massive
hero
from
made out
Slasher.
of gold, he said.
Takes his time, jumps on when he can.
So I told
and gives
Wiggles,
a
I
BZ the
said, that's
time
Warzone. Those
to
guns
put
aren't even
himself into a
allowed in
position.
range.
Now it looks
He
like
said, the hemlock and lockman aren't allowed. Weird.
30 seconds to go. They gotta move. They gotta move quick.
Envoy flying in here.
And
looking
why
for a
would the
BZ, but it's too
hemlock
good
be
for
allowed in
Faze.
range?
4 players
It
left,
was
3
for a
seconds,
couple
the Thieves
days
want
when it
this.
first came out.
Yeah.
But that's it.
They could taste victory on this map. The tiniest of margins, but Slasher and a BZ, have they just done enough?
Well, that was the child he needed. He knew Celium was there, but sometimes it doesn't matter. 3v3 on the site.
Oh, they've got them only one. Gonna be Envoy left. He finds the first. Looks for the second.
Nope.
It's no good.
Nice job from Faze on
Fire
the
picks
defense
the
there to
Thieves.
hold them off.
Yep.
This is a really
They will be
offensive heavy
rewatching what
map
Slasher
map
and the
for
BZ just
control.
did.
Yeah.
They pulled the win out of
Well,
the fire.
I like this one for offense.
If that doesn't make
and
the
what's
highlight
Yeah,
reel,
of course,
production will be very
defense on
upset.
Fortress.
And the thing is that this is why we try
Yeah,
to talk
I mean,
about
if we
KD
can
too
get
much.
out
Slasher
of
dropping
that
at 3 and
spawn,
5
I
in
love
that round.
offense on
With
Fortress.
500
Like,
damage,
if I can
it's
get
not
out of the
quite the lowest
spawn
in the
successfully at
lobby
least
right now,
one
but
time, that's
it's
all I
not a
need.
big scoreline.
I
It's
really
not
love
about the amount of
offense,
kills that
but-
you make, though. The fact that he finds one towards Kitchen is what ultimately wins them the round. Finds the kill towards Kitchen, pushes in, gives a BC and Co time. Everything was because Slasher defended well. Now it's Thieves' turn.
So there is a benefit here. If
There's
Thieves
someone
on the defense,
yelling,
they got 5
and
ticks.
Yeah.
That's all
If
they
I
have.
was at the venue, I would be
I'd
Keep playing
pissed.
these rounds, keep playing these
But I hear
ticks.
people laughing
At the moment,
occasionally,
Atlanta
so
Faze
he's
setting
got to
up
be
try and get their
funny,
first
whatever
ones
he's
in. They are
saying.
not
But
winning the gunfights
Whatever
they
he's
want. They
doing.
will eventually get into restaurant.
why is
But
it-
still pressure coming from LA.
See what I'm saying? Like,
What is going on in this crowd? What is it? I'm losing my mind.
at
These
least
are
Chud
exciting
said
fun.
something about it.
Ticks now.
Dude, I'm losing my
Rattling
mind.
through. Careful not to give over too much of the map.
Oh
though, and you
my
can see already
God.
Celium
I didn't
starting
even
to
check what
overextend
time
up towards
are you
that
on?
B-side, but Thieves want in
Well,
by
I guess it doesn't matter right
102
now.
it stopped,
Tip
yeah.
finds the kill to
Yeah,
go now.
stop,
They're looking
yeah.
for it. Envoy with a huge kill on the Celium.
Yeah.
I'll let you know right as they
It
cap
may
it
have
if they
looked like
cap
one
A
kill
here.
on the mini-map, but
It's
still
about to
that
happen.
safe
Yeah,
and
it capped right now.
pressure.
Yep,
The
perfect.
easy one is done. A secured. Can they get to
59,
B?
58, 57.
You're like a second ahead.
Potential flank.
Nice.
And
Perfect.
you can actually
Wait,
see
I think
Slasher's
no wait, I
playing
think
Yeah.
I'm a
play
second
there.
ahead.
He holds down
148,
Yeah, I was about to say, I got like
147,
5 taps
146,
to find the push through there, to get
144,
control.
143.
Now all of a sudden, if you're
No, it's
Thieves,
perfect. We're
you
perfect.
do not
Yeah,
have a lot
cool,
of purchase
cool.
over towards this bedroom side. Atlanta Faze are slowly closing that
The one
fight
time it's
over towards
perfect
the
is
B
the only
side.
time we get
Here
to
comes
watch
the
for like
shot, here comes
15
the pushes.
minutes, maybe.
Celium with one to the back end, boy, and Draza though answer well.
Holy crap, I
Waiting
just
for them,
sneezed my
Celium
brain
trying
out.
to stay alive. Obviously, staking his hard out, but it isn't going to be enough. A reset is in order.
Yeah, I got like
LA
5
Thieves
taps
reset
open
the
on my
battle line.
computer.
They
It's
will
probably
draw
why.
their line in the sand. Octane
Not to
gonna
mention my
deflect all of
Photoshop's
that
trying to
round forward
update
at the moment,
too.
Not able to get the third. Simple break the back.
I think that's why it wouldn't let the
But it's
party
still a
connect
long
at
way.
first.
The sport is in
maybe,
kitchen
huh?
for Faze. Slows
Yeah,
them down.
it's been a
The
little
Thieves keep
shifty.
getting caught out when they're pushing through bedroom. They're
thought
trying
it
to
was
push
just
a
my
little bit
computer
further just to
being
push them
weird
back
about
towards
party
kitchen, find
app.
some kills as
App.
the side of Faze come up to spawn, and they've been caught a couple of times.
I mean, that app
Celium
is
Light
kinda
gonna
crap,
now
though.
back down after he
Yeah.
finds another one at the Kenny. So
That's
they're
why
just
I'm
trying to
not
clear
gonna lie.
bedroom. These are
That's
offering
why I
those
wasn't
opportunities.
surprised.
Over towards the side
Yeah, when I
of
was staying at
Faze.
Wiggles' house, that's
Now they're dug
the
in the
app I
trenches.
used every day, bro.
The sights are up. Slasher, big
It's
shots
terrible.
into Drazet.
Because
Opportunity
my
here for the side of
controller
Faze.
didn't
Look at
have
Envoy though inside
a,
of
you
bedroom.
remember
He's
it
the
didn't
player
have a
to try
head
and save
set
Thieves
for
here
it.
if this
Oh,
goes
Like
yeah.
the
wrong.
one I got from
0
you.
1 is going onto a BZ
Yeah,
as
so I
well.
had to like
Sim
plug
fighting
in
from
the
the
my
back here. They
computer
know
and set
exactly
the
where
party
Envoy
up.
is going to be as he flies out. Sim finds it, but Kenny will get the trade coming through. Celium gets another. At this time, they have found their way onto it. They're already fighting through mid as well. Octane versus Slasher. The gunfight coming through. Second tick is now slowly getting there.
look,
They
they're
have
on
the
it.
bodies. Atlanta Faze.
It's
He
the
said
set-
fly in.
Yep.
Two ticks are in. The third's about to follow.
Like
This could be a
Superman.
2-0 lead, but Kenny will find the push. Envoy is there. He needs
No,
to find
they
more.
got
He
it.
needs more.
Wait.
Give
Oh,
the side.
wait.
Drops it.
Oh, wait.
It's
The
gonna be a
BZ
BZ.
picks up attack.
Faze 2 to the good in the series, 2 to the good in the control.
If Faze win a defense here,
By
they
hair
win the
and then
game.
Chinny, chin, chin, they get
Putting
into it, but
Thieves
my
down
goodness,
to the losers
Thieves
bracket
were in control
nice
the
and
whole
early.
round until they went.
And that is unbelievable. Envoy was in the position,
Look at
but
this
they
guy.
knew they were gunning, were not missing.
And actually, this needs to end so I can make
19 and 12, by the way. 15 non-traded kills. And for Thieves, a little bit of panic and despair will now start to set in. No rounds on the S&D. So far, no rounds on the control.
It's beginning to look like a potential
God,
whitewash,
my allergies are kicking my
especially in these
ass
last two
today.
maps. But Thieves, all the fact that they're 2-0 down, it a couple of gunfights here and there might look a little bit different, and you go on to win the rounds. You go on to win both. Now the push over towards the A site. Thieves didn't get this luxury of extending this time as early as they would have liked. The BZ will find one on the flank, and Faze will prosper themselves to try and find a retake. Yep.
Here we go. It's simple. Get in the way, hold it down at the moment. LA Thieves.
Kimmings just chill on that right button, bro.
Yeah, he does.
But they're not going to get it at the moment. Sim just comes
Yeah,
flying in.
he
He's challenging
does.
everybody he wants to. Eventually will be taken down.
I think gets
LA
him killed
Thieves
more
did
times
spread
than
out
not.
around, Dave. They're not even getting it.
Salium will find two as well. This will slow down Thieves just that little bit more. Now Faze smell blood in the water. Here they come. BZ will find one. He's going to find a second here on the Traza as well. Salium towards the back. Can they do
wow.
Stop them. It's 3 from a BZ.
Tiny terrors are putting in work.
Yeah, they're terrorizing today, for sure.
Minutes ago for Thieves to try and find something.
Simp at a positive 10 and 24 and 14. Jeez. 12 objectives. 12 objective kills.
Yeah, that means he's literally standing on the point and killing people.
And it looks like they're going to go for it again. Slash is going to find the first one and will eventually be traded out. More players here from Atlanta Faze. BZ again. He finds the second.
Oh, he was literally 1 kill away.
As they get A. But they are down in live by 7. 1 minute 42 on the clock.
They're gonna have to defend for a long
humiliated
time,
by
but
Faze at
they
the
do
major.
have. It looks like Celium's already pushed up.
The back end boy will find it. We know when it comes down to control, it takes one.
I think he's in
good
catwalk.
break. And then we can maybe find Thieves back into this series. But
Now
right now
Faze
they have
back in
9
bedroom.
lives remaining. Octane towards the back will find 2 important kills. And BZ though, because of these lives
they
remaining
just got him
inside
out of
Faze,
bedroom.
because of their confidence, he is absolutely delusional as he flies around the map. It's a 2 spree for him. BZ is flying.
Thieves
Faze
got Selim out of
holding on as
bedroom. That's
Octane gets
something.
taken down towards the back as well. Thieves have got to do this the hard way.
They
Okay,
have 6
they
lives
got all.
remaining. And they
Draza's
must
the only
spend
one.
wisely.
Never mind.
5 lives remaining.
Never mind.
LA Thieves are shocked. They have not expected to be destroyed off of this map at every turn.
Only
Can LA
5
Thieves
lives
find some
left.
magic? Is there a fairy tale in the writing
They
for
can't
them?
die anymore. Okay,
have
now
to
they
find a way
definitely can't
forward.
die
They have
anymore.
no lives left. And here we go. 3 lives.
Someone
That's
must have
2
told
lives.
that guy to shut the fuck up.
There's 1 life.
Yeah,
It's
that's what
all
I was
over,
literally
surely.
thinking. I was like, where's
Envoy,
that guy?
The last one alive. And he's trying. He's hoping. He's
That's it.
praying.
That's
He's
ball
gone.
game.
And
Faze.
Atlanta Faze,
Dang,
the
boys.
Major 2 champions, have made
We'll
a
stay and hang out for
statement.
the post-game interview.
Do not come out today.
Might as well, huh?
Yeah,
We are built
this was a quick one.
different.
But yeah, FaZe absolutely looked dominant in their first game of Major 3 tournament. I mean, Thieves just looked like they were outclassed, and they're almost. I mean, they're top 4.
That is outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, they're last year's champs.
Yeah.
28 and 17,
You know?
26
I
and
mean, in
17.
FaZe, especially in
squad.
Search, FaZe just broke the record for most Search wins in a row.
What else do we do in that situation?
13
Yep.
maps in a row.
13.
3-0. Yeah, okay, map number 1 was super close. Comes down to the wire. Maps 2 and 3, the absolute opposite.
Yeah, the first map was the only one that was close.
Look at the tiny terrors.
27, 16, 28, and 17.
Those untraded kills, 21 and 20,
Was a
respectively.
statement performance from Faze to come out in
Yeah.
the major.
And I'm
They're
sorry.
showing they want to go.
Golly.
They want another one. They want another chip.
I mean, the halfway set us up wonderfully. 250
It
to
did.
239.
We're
having a good time.
Dashy did not look good today of the optic buff. I don't know.
Other than that, nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was napping during that.
Up onto the stage and didn't really do much else. I mean, for all that
Probably
we can talk
going
about
to
Thieves not performing to their
interview
best level. Things
Simp.
in that situation, the search and destroy. Yeah, okay, you expect a victory, but that was as
BC.
one-sided as you could possibly hope for, and they do not.
Let's get
slow down
Celium on
against that
stage, come on.
control. That, as I just said, is
They
feels like
just
Celium's
usually
comedy.
have their like number 1 personality guy go first.
They just 3-0.
Yeah.
These two met in the
And
grand
out of
final
all
last night.
those, unfortunately, it's Simp.
They really did. And here's the kind of thing
I
we
don't
spoke
know.
about the control, right? You could see
I feel like
the
Abizi gets
confidence
fair
in
share
the
than
players
everybody's.
when they retook A. They were challenging
It's
everything.
quiet,
But enough
too.
from us. The game is over. So let's throw it to the stage with
I
Lando.
mean, they're all quiet.
Here's
Thank
post-game
you so
interview.
much, Bryce. Yes, indeed.
Slasher.
Slasher from Atlanta FaZe joining me
Both of 'em.
after a very, very interesting 3-0. Also, I gotta say, man, we were hyping this up, right? It's the 4th matchup. You know, we've seen you guys constantly in grand finals. You guys came out and made that look easy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been saying it online the whole time. Online respawns are different. No sound EQ. We're a way different team, and we just showed it right there. Also, people seem to forget who built that camp. I know how they play. I taught those kids how to play Call of Duty. So don't forget that. All right? Like, let's get that straight.
I gotta say, one thing that we were very confused about, at least in the green room,
I like it. I like
the
it.
Embassy Search and Destroy in the map set. Were you guys like at all surprised that
Did
they
you
decided
get
to play
your calling
you
card
like that?
today?
No,
Yeah.
I knew they were going to play us on that map.
Cool.
They were running
It
out
was
of
a cool
ideas.
one.
We beat them in every S&D possible, so they were just trying to throw a curveball out there because we haven't played Embassy in a while, and they got 6-0'd in 2 minutes. So,
Woo, some wise words, some big words coming in from Slasher. I gotta say, man, right? We know it, right? You guys are on the Search Destroy win streak. You're the one who built that in the first place, right? With the LA Gorillas. What is it? What is the recipe for success when it comes down to consistent and constant Search Destroy success?
I mean, I think it comes down to we have a good coaching staff. We have great S&D players. I feel like I've always had a really good mind for the game mode. I've made pretty much every team I've ever been on good at that mode. And then I have a BZ simp and sell. So it just makes it easy on me to call some strats, and they go out there and do their thing.
Absolutely, man. It's just like, easy. I need you to go get a first blood. Just go do it, and he'll absolutely do it every time. I want to say it. We already talked about it. You know, a bit of a rivalry game. Your history, with the LA Thieves. Your guys' constant matchups and finals. After a win like that, does it feel like a rivalry still?
I mean, there's definitely some rivalry there. I always want to play against those guys. I've said it before. I love matching up against them. And, yeah, but we just wiped the floor with them. So, I don't know. They got to come back to the drawing board, get a little better, and then maybe put up a better fight next time.
Any words for the Faze fans out there before we let you go?
Yeah, we appreciate your guys' support always. Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Faze fans in full force. That's going to do it from myself and Slasher here on the main stage.
And that'll
desk.
do it for
Take
us
away,
here,
guys.
too, as we're going to come back tomorrow and give you as many games as we possibly can. Kat, any final thoughts on today's game?
Ooh, hard point today was just all day around. Hard point was close today. That's pretty much it. Wild games, wild games.
Yeah, we hope to see more tomorrow as we will bring it to you here on the channel. Much love. Stay tuned for more.